Hi. Welcome. This is weird. I haven't done this, but let's take a moment to make myself brave. Okay, so in today's episode, I'm joking. So today we are going to make or to bake lamingtons. So lamingtons, or what we know as Ystervarkies. I'm gonna bake that today. I wanted to do a whole thing where I have on an apron and stuff, and I can't find the one apron that is in the house, so we are freestyling it. And also my dress is hanging on a thread, literally. So it might go anytime during this video. So yeah, so the ingredients that we are going to need to bake the lamingtons or the Ystervarkies, we need 625 milliliters. That is 2.5 cups of flour, not any flour, self-raising flour. We need 4 eggs, and then we need 325 milliliters of sugar. So but much, so you can half it, you don't have to use all of it. And then you need 125 grams of margarine. Usually when baking, it is advisable. Oh, it's hot. It is advisable for you to use a margarine that has a 70% fat. Yeah, so that has 70% fat because it just bakes better. So it must at least have 70% fat. And then we are going to need 7 milliliters of baking powder, and then we are going to need 1 milliliter of salt. So that is our ingredients. This is now just for the cake. Now for the process, you're going to take your margarine and add it into the bowl, and then you're going to take the sugar, and you're going to cream it together. So I always say baking is not something extreme. It's not like cooking. With baking, you just need to follow the recipe, and you'll be fine. Literally that. If you follow the recipe, you'll be fine. I unfortunately have to use my hand to cream, or a fork to cream, because all of my mixes are broken. How? I don't know, but it's fine. Nothing your hand cannot do. Right, so now we're going to add an egg. You don't add all 4 of them at the same time. You add one at a time. Wow. And you mix. Okay, what did you come? Seemingly my took is also going to fall apart. Second egg. And you repeat the process until all 4 eggs are inside of the mixture. We added 2 eggs. Now we have to add the rest of the eggs. So 3. This egg looks like a question mark. I think this is more video of me than of the process. I'll explain the process, but sometimes people, I don't know what to see inside of the bowl. I hope you guys can see from the angle that I am at, because it seems like a top. So yeah, making lamingtons is actually easy, especially if once you have the cake, then the dipping and whatnot, that comes easier. And if you realize, we are not using any vanilla essence to bake the layer or the cake layer. So the vanilla essence we're going to add when you need the sauce for the lamingtons. So now once you've added all 4 of your eggs, you will have this consistency. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sift. We're going to sift the self-raising flour, the salt, and the baking powder. So we're going to add all of it, and then we're going to sift it into this mixture. The word is sieve, not sift. Sieve it inside of the mixture. So I'm going to maybe try to do about 2 cups. Well, this is 1 cup now. Yeah, I'm going to try to do 2 cups, and then add the baking powder and the salt, and then we'll see the rest of it. Just like this. Taking the baking powder, remember it's 7 milliliters. There's a difference between baking soda and baking powder. So with us in South Africa, baking soda is bicarbonate of soda, and baking powder is baking powder. There's a difference also in the composition. I don't know the science behind it, but there's a difference in the composition of baking powder and baking soda. And the salt. And now we're going to sieve it. I was probably not doing this correct baking. I'm just an amateur. I do not have any professional training when it comes to baking, guys. So please don't judge. Please don't judge me. Kaka. Cue that song. But baking is so therapeutic for me. Whenever I feel under the weather, I think there's something wrong with my tongue also. But whenever I feel under the weather, I either bake or wash dishes. It's strange, but like emotionally, not like physically. Obviously, I'm not going to bake or wash dishes while I'm sick. So you're going to fold this in. You're going to mix it. So we all have different ways of relaxing, and I think baking is amazing because when you see your creation, you're like, I can't believe I baked that. So that is probably why I enjoy baking so much. Cooking, we'll talk about that. It's not that I can't cook, but I prefer baking. I'm always the one making desserts when we have like Christmas holidays and whatnot. I always make the dessert and leave the people to cook. I'm not forgetting anything. I'm sorry guys, I'm just thinking. Hey, what if I forgot to add something important? So what do you guys do when you want to relax? Comment down there and tell me what do you do when you want to relax and please don't say sleep, like an activity that you do that relaxes you when you emotionally and mentally feel under the weather. And this is a coping mechanism. Maybe I can do something else that doesn't involve baking. Maybe you guys have another alternative. Please comment down there. Okay, so now I'm going to get the pan. Also my stove, the oven is on at 180 degrees. So we are preheating the oven on 180 degrees. I'm done lining the pan. Oh, can I be saying what's panicking as a whole? You know you are lining the pan, but I just use margarine because I don't have baking paper. I also don't have spray and coat or spray and bake. I'm just using margarine and I'm taking a spoon to dish out the dough. Guys, I'm very sorry. I realized this past week, as I was watching like these real content creators, I realized and I started reading books and stuff and listening more to when people speak because my language is really limited. It was in the pan, just heat it a little, and now we are going to put it in the oven until it gets brown, or otherwise I think 30 minutes. I'm not sure. I'll just confirm with the book. Oh no guys, definitely not 30 minutes. You will burn the cake. So it's for about 15 to 20 minutes that you need to keep it in the oven. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. Now we're going to wait for the cake to be well, but while we wait, we can hey guys, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. While we wait, we are going to make the sauce that we're going to dip the Lamingtons in it. Yes, so we're going to make the sauce. So it's a chocolatey sauce that we need to make and then dip. So now it's time for the sauce. So what we're going to need is 375 milliliters of boiling water. It's actually more sugar, but I'm just going to use a cup of sugar. 30 milliliters of cocoa. I almost said cacao. 30 milliliters of cocoa. Then we're going to need 50 milliliters of margarine. And then we are going to need a teaspoon, 5 milliliters of vanilla essence. And my camera is cute. Anyway, it's like 1 milliliter of salt. That's a lot. Just half it. And here we have it for the sauce. So we're gonna put this on the stove so that it can boil together, and then we will be back. The sauce is done boiling. It's like a nice chocolate sauce. It's very hot. I forgot to show you the cake. So this is the cake that came out. So this is the cake layer. And then we have the coconut. This is what makes Ystervarkies or Lamingtons, which is the coconut. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out one piece of cake. Okay, so we're going to take out one piece of cake, and then we're going to dip it into the chocolate. Now